how you can get your own service dog. So when it comes to finding a service dog, first off, always talk to your doctor. Your doctor is going to be the one that ends up writing you a prescription for a service dog, and you do need that in order to get one. It will help you get your service dog to come to work with you, live with you, all of that fun stuff. So once you get that doctor's note, then you can start looking into the different ways to get a service dog. So here in the US, we have 2 ways you can get a service dog. The first is a program dog. So they will do all of the training for you. You just get there, you apply, there's usually a long waiting list. You apply, there's a long waiting list, you get your dog in 1 to 2 years. Give or take. That's like the normal wait time that I've seen. The last time I looked into program service dogs was when I was still in high school, when I was trying to convince my therapist that ESA is not the same as a psychiatric service dog. But, so, I'm not very well versed in program dogs because my dog is the other option. The other option is owner training. So you don't have to do it with a trainer. Weller, so far, has only been trained by me. I have not paid to train him. He has his canine good citizen, and he will soon have his trick dog and his canine good citizen urban, or his urban canine good, his CGC urban. He will have that too, and I want to get him a few more things too. But I don't actually pay anybody to train him. Hopefully that will change here in 2 weeks. God, I hope so. Owner training is by far is maybe not the easiest because you're doing all the training, but in terms of how quickly can I get a service dog? Okay, so program dogs. Program dogs are amazing. We have one down at my parents' church. She's a little golden retriever. She's a little old lady. She is the sweetest, most perfect thing in the world. I love her so much. Before I even got Weller, we would go to church and we would see if she was there. Like, we don't screw with her or anything. I just want to see her. I just want to see her because she's super cute. She does her job really well. I think she's a New Horizons one. Which she's the only other service dog I've encountered from New Horizons. This isn't me going, go to New Horizons to get a service dog. Yet again, have not done any research into service dogs since I was in high school. Like program dogs since I was in high school. I just know she has a program vest and she wears it all the time. So that's how I know where she's from. Program dogs can also be extremely expensive. However, with that big price tag, that dog comes fully trained. But usually they're fully trained when you get them. You go hang out with them for a little bit, learn all of that, and then you get to come back and have your fully trained service dog, which it's really nice to just be able to do that, just have a fully trained service dog. However, that's extremely expensive. Program dogs are so much money. I don't exactly know how much, but I know they cost a good bit. And I know that there are some companies out there that are like, oh, this is free of charge. I know there's some veteran ones out there that give service dogs free of charge, and that's really cool. However, that's not going to be every single one. Not everybody does that. I wish they did, because that would be so nice. It would make service dogs for people that need them more accessible and all that. But I also get it. Training and owning a dog, and especially these programs, they have, like canine companions, they have breeder dogs, so they breed their own service dogs, and then they have to pay for the dogs to grow up, live, they have to feed them, vet care, and service dogs it usually takes about 2 years to train them. So that's 2 years that the programs are in charge of these litters of puppies. Canine Companions, I know, sends them off. I don't know what all the puppy raiser is responsible for versus the company. But that's a lot of money to pay for. I don't even know how many litters they have in 1 year. But to pay for all of them, that's a lot. And so I understand why program dogs. So now, owner-trained service dogs, they can be trained just by you. You can get help from a trainer. I have not gotten help from a trainer. I think most of my knowledge came from dog training books, learning what I need help with, and breaking down, okay, so if I want him, and being able to break down the task, like my behavior interruption, I go like this when I get anxious. If I'm starting to get anxious or overwhelmed, this was usually down by my side, and I'm like going, I'm doing this. So how I taught Weller how to do a behavior interruption for that is I taught him hop up. So I just pop right here, and I just pat him, and I go, hop up, and he will hop up. And then I started doing this, and using my other hand to pat up. And I eliminated the hop up. I just did this and shook. And he would hop up because this is his hop up command. And eventually I would phase this out and start just doing this, and he started learning that's his signal to help. So like breaking things down like that, it's super helpful to be able to do that. You can also get a trainer. Hopefully, owner-trained dogs are great. Their cost is relatively low. Granted, you have to pay for the breeder, pay for gear, all of that stuff comes out of your pocket. As opposed to a program dog that comes with the gear, comes with the training, comes with all that. But that's more of like an upfront cost versus training your own comes in like waves. However, a downside of a owner-trained service dog, which is what we are encountering right now, is they are not actually recognized all throughout the world. Not all countries allow service dogs to be owner-trained. Some of them have to only be program dogs. So traveling from the US to a different country, it's kind of hard to go and do things with a service dog. Some countries, like I think Italy, is super pet friendly. I think Italy is super pet friendly, which is great, amazing. And so that's always an option. You can just go to a really pet friendly place because they let dogs everywhere. But